morning, dear students. I am Ms. Navida Sheikh from Brahan Mumbai Mahanagar Palika MCGM virtual class. I welcome all my dear students to another and interesting session. In today's session, we'll be learning something new and interesting from a science textbook. So let's get started.
Good morning, dear students. I am Mrs. Navida Sheikh from MCGM Virtual Class. I welcome all my dear students to another and interesting session. In today's class, we'll be learning a very interesting chapter from a Science 1 textbook, and the chapter's name is Refraction of Light. Now, in our previous standard, in your ninth standard, you have learned a chapter named as Reflection of Light. Now, reflection of light is quite different from refraction of light. All right, and it is a new word for you all, so it will be a very interesting chapter in order to understand something new to you, because reflection तो हम लोगों ने बहुत बार पढ़ चुके हैं. You have learned it in your earlier classes as well, and today we'll be learning a very interesting and nice concept called as refraction of light. So let's see what are we going to learn in this chapter. We will be learning about refraction of light. What is the meaning of it? We'll be learning about refractive index, laws of refraction, dispersion of light. Now, in our when we talk about light, light is a very interesting concept that we have learned in our previous standards, and we know that we can see objects because of the reflection that is obtained, right? But there are other things also, like um, when you see an ocean, okay, there are certain times when you can see inside the oceans also. पानी के अंदर भी हम लोगों को दिखाई देता है, रिवर्स के पास खास करके हम लोगों को दिखाई देता है. अगर पानी बहुत साफ सुथरा होता है तो you can see what is actually inside the water also. Okay, and if you try to touch it, you cannot feel it exactly. जहाँ पर हम लोग हाथ डालते हैं वहाँ पे हम लोग को कहीं और हाथ डालना पड़ता है, तो टोलना पड़ता है, तब जाकर हम लोग को चीज़ एग्जैक्ट लोकेशन मिलती है वो स्टोन की. Now, why does it happen? Now, all these answers are going to be answered in this chapter. Why do you see rainbow? हम लोग को रेनबो क्यों दिखाई देता है? अगर हम लोग एक ग्लास के अंदर पेंसिल डालते हैं तो वो क्रिकेट क्यों दिखाई देती है? Now, these are very simple things that you must have seen, but you never knew कि ये क्यों होता है. So that answers we're going to get in this chapter. Okay, so let us continue ahead and learn. Now we have seen that generally light travels in a straight line, right? In our chapter reflection of light or light chapter that we learned, in that also we know that light travels in a straight line, right? Because of this, it doesn't pass through an opaque object. Okay, if there is an opaque object, you will find that the light gets blocked, and due to which you have shadow being formed, right? हम लोग का जो shadow बनता है वो क्यों बनता है? क्योंकि जब लाइट पड़ती है हमारी बॉडी opaque है. opaque means it is not transparent, मतलब ये पूरी तरीके से बंद है, इसके थ्रू लाइट पास नहीं हो सकती. ठीक है, so opaque object like your body, the tree, the books, the blackboard, these are all opaque objects. The window, transparent windows है, glass है, जिनके थ्रू लाइट आर पार हो सकती है, वो ट्रांसपेरेंट ऑब्जेक्ट है. ठीक है, तो उसके थ्रू लाइट पास हो सकती है, बट जो ओपेक ऑब्जेक्ट है उसकी वजह से लाइट ब्लॉक हो जाती है. व्हेन द लाइट गेट्स ब्लॉक्ड, उतने रीजन पे लाइट नहीं पड़ती है और उसके आसपास के रीजन पे लाइट पड़ रही है, तो हम लोगों को एक शैडो दिखाई देता है उस ऑब्जेक्ट का, उस शेप का, on the other surface, on the other side of the surface, right? So we have also seen in previous classes how these shadows change due to the change in relative positions of the source of light and the object. अगर सोर्स को पास लाएंगे या दूर करेंगे ऑब्जेक्ट से तो किस तरीके से शैडो के ऊपर फर्क पड़ता है. we've all seen that. But light can bend under some special circumstances. Now here in this first image you can see that light travels in a straight line, but in this image where you can see the light has bent. Now, when does this light bend? We'll get the answer in the next slide. The very first activity that we'll be doing in this chapter is take a glass, transparent glass, and you have to fill it with water. You have to dip some portion of pencil vertically in water and observe the thickness of the portion of the pencil in water. ठीक है, आप लोगों को पेंसिल डालना है ग्लास के अंदर और उसकी थिकनेस मेजर करनी है. मेजर इन द सेंस यू हैव टू जस्ट नोटिस दैट इज देयर एनी डिफरेंस इन द थिकनेस of the actual pencil and the image that you're getting of the pencil inside the water. Now keep the pencil inclined, थोड़ा टेढ़ा रखेंगे to the surface, water surface, and then you have to observe its thickness. अभी ऐसे incline रखी हुई है पेंसिल, तो आप लोगों को अब इसकी thickness observe करनी है. Now another activity that we'll be doing is you have to take a 5 rupee coin and now you have to keep it in a metallic vessel. Slowly go away from the vessel. Stop at the place when the coin disappears. हम लोग जब पानी डालते रहते हैं ना तो एक ऐसी जगह आती है जहाँ पर हम लोग को लगता है कि कॉइन है ही नहीं. Okay, when you slowly go away from the vessel, you will notice that there is no coin inside the water. Keep looking in the direction of the coin. Ask a friend to slowly fill water in the vessel. You will be able to see the coin once the level of water reaches a certain height. Now, why does this happen? Now, see here there are two glass. There is one mug only. Okay, I'm just giving a very simple example. आप लोगों को coin रखना है पानी खाली कप के अंदर या खाली ग्लास के अंदर and you now it should not be transparent. Okay, metallic या ग्लास इज मड का है. यहाँ पर ये मग हमारा, इसके अंदर हम लोग 5 रुपए का कॉइन डालेंगे और हम लोग इस ऐसी पोजीशन पे खड़े रहेंगे जहां से हम लोगों को कॉइन नहीं दिखाई दे. ठीक है, वंस you reach that position you can ask your friends to fill in the cup with the water. When you put in water you will notice that now you can see the image of the coin on the water from that position also. Now, in both the cases, the portion of the pencil inside the water appears to be thicker than the portion above the water, right? In the second case, the pencil appears to be broken near the surface of water. जब पेंसिल खड़ी रखी हुई थी तो हम लोगों को नीचे की पेंसिल मोटी दिखाई दे रही थी और जब हम लोग उसे इंक्लाइन करके रखते हैं तो हमें ऐसा लगता है कि पेंसिल टूट गई है. Here in this picture you can easily see that example. Now this all happens because of a concept that is called as refraction of light. Light changes its direction when going from one transparent medium to another transparent medium. This is called the refraction of light. Now remember, transparent medium is air also and water is also transparent medium. अब ये दो मीडियम है, आप लोगों को पता है air is also medium, water is also medium. Now air is gaseous state and water is liquid in state, right? तो एक मीडियम से जब दूसरे मीडियम में लाइट ट्रैवल करती है तो इस तरीके से हम लोगों को एक ऐसा लगता है कि ये बेंट हो गई है. ठीक है, तो ये चेंज कर देती है अपनी डायरेक्शन, थोड़ा सा डायरेक्शन चेंज हो जाता है. ठीक है, नॉट मच बट देयर इज अ चेंज इन डायरेक्शन व्हेन the light travels from one medium into the another transparent medium. Now this phenomena is called as refraction of light. What is it called? Refraction of light. Now if you see this picture, now incident ray, A is the incident ray. If it is passing from air into the glass, ठीक है, तो ग्लास में जब वो पड़ती है तो वहां पर वो थोड़ा बेंड हो जाती है बिकॉज ग्लास इज अ सॉलिड सब्सटेंस, राइट, सॉलिड मीडियम. जब इसके अंदर आएगी लाइट तो थोड़ी उसका पोजीशन, उसका डायरेक्शन चेंज हो जाएगा एंड दैट इज व्हाई यू कैन सी दैट देयर इज अ स्लाइट बेंड इन द लाइट. का जो पाथ है उसमें थोड़ा सा बेंड दिखाई दे रहा है. नाउ दैट बेंड दैट यू सी, दैट रे व्हिच हैज बेंड is called as a refracted ray. What is it called? It is called as a refracted ray. Let us understand the laws of refraction of light. Now it is a very important part of the chapter. Like same thing you have learned about laws of reflection. Those laws were very simple. Now these laws are also very simple. You just have to look at the image and it will be very clear. Let us study the light ray entering a glass slab from air. Now this square that you see, it is denoting a glass slab. ग्लास का एक पीस होता है जो ग्लास स्लैब उसे बोलते हैं हम लोग, उसे रखा जाता है टेबल पे एंड उसके आसपास में क्या है, एयर है ना. योर AN इज द इंसिडेंट रे एंड NB इज द रिफ्रैक्टेड रे. AN everybody can see, it is the incident ray and NB is the refracted ray. The first law of refraction is the incident ray and refracted ray at the point of incidence. Again pay attention to the incident ray. the incident ray and the refracted ray at the point of incidence, that is point N, are on the opposite sides of the normal to the surface of the slab at that point, that is CD. And the three incident ray, the refracted ray and the normal are in the same plane. Now when you learnt about the law of reflection, you learned that there was the normal in the center and both the incident ray and the reflected ray were in the same मीडियम राइट, वो अलग जगह पर नहीं जा रहा था, बट यहाँ पर इसके ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन में रिफ्रैक्टेड रे होती है. द इंसिडेंट रे एंड द रिफ्रैक्टेड रे, they are at the meet at the point of incidence, that is point N, and they are on the opposite side of the normal. Normal क्या है? C D is taken as the normal. Okay, and the three things, that is incident ray AC, sorry, the incident ray AN, the refracted ray NB, and the normal CD are in the same plane. Okay? For a given pair of media, air and glass, the ratio of sin I to sin R is a constant. Here I is the angle of incidence and R is the angle of refraction. Now same thing you have learnt in the laws of reflection also. I was considered as the angle of incidence and R was angle of reflection. Here R is the angle of refraction. Okay. So I hope these two laws are clear to all of you. Now let's come to a very important topic, that is refractive index. The change in the direction of a light ray while entering different media is different. ठीक है. ना रिमेंबर कि कभी भी अगर लाइट एंटर होती है एक मीडियम से दूसरे मीडियम में, तो देयर विल बी अ स्लाइट चेंज इन द डायरेक्शन. ठीक है, उसे रिफ्रैक्शन कहते हैं. अगर वहाँ पर लाइट रे एंटर हो रही है कोई भी मीडियम में, द चेंज इन द डायरेक्शन ऑफ अ लाइट रे एंड वाइल एंटरिंग डिफरेंट मीडिया इज डिफरेंट. हर मीडियम में, जैसे अगर एयर से ग्लास में जा रही है, मतलब सॉलिड में जा रही है, तो उसका डायरेक्शन अलग होगा. एयर से वाटर में जा रही है, दैट इज लिक्विड मीडियम में जा रही हो, तो डिफरेंट होगा. ठीक है, वाटर से अगर फिर एयर में आ रही है, तो दैट विल बी डिफरेंट. ओके, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द मीडियम टू मीडियम इट विल डिफर. It is related to the refractive index of the medium. The value of the refractive index is different for different media and also for light of different colors. For the same medium, अगर एक ही मीडियम में अलग अलग कलर्स हम लोग डालते हैं, लाइट अलग लाइट का कलर्स होते हैं जो, उसके थ्रू अगर हम लोग उसे मूव करना चाहते हैं फ्रॉम वन मीडियम टू द अदर, दैट टाइम ऑल्सो इट विल बी वेरी डिफरेंट, क्योंकि हर एक लाइट का एक अलग रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स होता है. ठीक है, the refractive indices of some substances with respect to vacuum are given in the table. The refractive index of a medium with respect to vacuum is called its absolute refractive index. Now what is the meaning of a refractive index? Refractive index depends on the velocity of light in the medium. मतलब कितनी इंटेंसिटी से वो लाइट पास कर रही है फ्रॉम वन मीडियम टू द अदर. Okay, now here sin I upon sin R is equal to constant, which is equal to n. N is called the refractive index of the second medium with respect to the first medium. This second law is called Snell's law. A ray incident along the normal goes forward in the same direction. Okay, so this is what we're talking about is refractive index. Now refractive index will be different for different lights, for different colors, for different mediums. Okay, remember that. Now here there is a list of substances, their refractive index. Then your first example is air. The refractive index is 1.003. Ice is 1.31. Water is 1.3. Alcohol is 1.36. Kerosene is 1.39. Fused quartz is 1.46. Turpentine oil is 1.47. Benzene is 1.50. Crown glass is 1.52. Rock salt is 1.54. Carbon disulfide is 1.63, dense flint glass is 1.66, ruby is 1.76, sapphire is 1.76, diamond is 2.42. Okay, so these are the refractive indexes of the substances given to you in the textbook. Now do remember the substances also and their refractive index also. Okay, so refractive index is given as velocity of light in medium 1 upon velocity of light in medium 2. Okay, so it will be given as n1 is equal to v1 upon v2. I hope this much is also clear. Here we will be seeing refraction of light in different medium. Now as I told you that every medium, when the light passes from one medium to the other, there is a change in direction, right? So अलग अलग medium के लिए अलग अलग change होगा. Okay, remember that. So when a light ray passes from a rare medium, मतलब हल्का जो होता है ना, like air, to a denser medium, it bends towards the normal. किस तरफ बेंड होगा वो, टुवर्ड्स द नॉर्मल, नॉर्मल की तरफ बेंड होगा. You can see it in the first picture, right? Rare medium is air and the denser medium, I'm just taking an example of a glass slab. Okay, अगर glass slab है and there is a normal जहाँ पर incident ray fall होती है, तो it will, the angle, the refracted ray will be towards the normal. Okay, next is when a light ray passes from a denser medium to a rarer medium, मतलब ग्लास स्लैब से निकलकर अब ये लाइट एयर में आ रही है, मींस डेंसर मीडियम से रेरर मीडियम में आ रही है. देन इट बेंड्स अवे फ्रॉम द नॉर्मल. इफ यू सी, द रिफ्रैक्टेड रे विल बी गोइंग अवे फ्रॉम द नॉर्मल. नॉर्मल जहाँ है उससे दूर जा रहा है, राइट? नेक्स्ट इज व्हेन अ लाइट रे इज इंसिडेंट नॉर्मली एट द बाउंड्री बिटवीन टू मीडिया. ठीक है, दोनों मीडियम की बाउंड्री पे जब वो पड़ती है, it does not change its direction and hence does not get refracted. Means यहाँ पर ये लाइट कहीं पर जा नहीं रही है. Here when a light ray is incident normally, ठीक है, सीधी सीधी लाइट अगर पड़ रही है, यहाँ पर हम लोग कोई एंगल नहीं फॉर्म हो रहा है, ठीक है. So what will happen? It will not change its direction. It will be as it is like the diagram it shows here. Okay. Now let's move on, and before we move ahead, I would like to ask you a very interesting question. Have you seen a mirage, which is an illusion of the appearance of water or on a hot road or in a desert? Now during summers, nowadays you must have seen, or if you haven't seen, you need to just observe. Okay, when you are on the road in summers, you will notice कि अगर हम लोग ऐसा बहुत तेज धूप है ना 12-1 बजे के टाइम पे, तो you will notice कि थोड़े डिस्टेंस हम लोग को ऐसा लगता है कि जमीन पे पानी है. Now that जब हम लोग और करीब जाते हैं ना, तो वहाँ पानी नहीं होता है, बस हम लोगों को लगता है कि there is water. That is called as a mirage. Okay, now why does this happen, that we will learn. Have you seen the objects beyond and above a holy fire appear to be shaky? Now this is, we all know that we'll be having Holi festival, and during Holi the we burn the holy fire, right? When you burn it, you will notice that when you have friends who are standing on the other side of the fire, you find that there is little shakiness in the air. हम लोगों को ऐसा लगता है कि हवा थोड़ी हिल रही है, या थोड़ा कुछ ऐसा हल्का हल्का सा मूविंग लगता है हम लोगों को एयर में. Now, why do you find all these things? Why does this happen? Now, the local atmospheric conditions affect the refraction of light to some extent. Now, हमारे आसपास का जो एटमॉस्फेयर है, उसमें भी बहुत सारे different types of gases present है. Yes or no? तो वो हर और अलग अलग levels है हमारे एटमॉस्फेयर में. So, in both the examples above, the air near the hot road or desert surface and near the holy flames is hot and hence rarer. अगर कोई चीज गर्म है ना, तो वो थोड़ी हल्की होती है. Okay, it is rarer than the air above it. तो जहाँ पर भी गर्म सरफेस जो भी है, वहाँ पर एयर हल्की होगी, और जो उसके आगे का रीजन होगा, वहाँ पर एयर विल बी डेंसर. सो ऑटोमेटिकली क्या होता है, अब ये लाइट ये रेरर मीडियम में से निकल के डेंसर मीडियम में जाएगी, तो ऑब्वियसली बात है हम लोग को ऑब्जेक्ट क्लियर नहीं दिखेगा, हम लोग को ऑब्जेक्ट थोड़ा ब्लर या थोड़ा सा हिलता डुलता दिखाई देगा बिकॉज ऑफ रिफ्रैक्शन ऑफ लाइट। अंडरस्टूड? सो दैट इज द रीजन वो हम लोग को जो इमेज दिखाई देती है वो हम लोग को इमेज क्यों दिखाई देती है ना, यू कैन सी इन दिस पिक्चर ऑल्सो, हम लोगों को ऐसा लगता है कि वो हवा हिल रही है, हम लोग को हिलता हुआ दिखाई देता है, राइट? वो एरिया। नाउ व्हाई इज दिस हैपनिंग? बिकॉज जो हवा, जो गर्म हवा है जमीन की तरफ, ठीक है, वो हवा थोड़ी हल्की होती है और ऊपर ऊपर की तरफ जो एरिया होता है एयर का, जो लेयर होता है, इट इज डेंसर, and when the light passes through it you will automatically find that it is shaky. Here also you can see in this picture the fire is burning, and because of the flames, near the flame the air is rarer, and because of which you find that the objects appear to be shaky. So the refractive index of air keeps increasing as we go to increasing heights. In the first case above, the direction of light rays coming from a distance keep changing according to the law of refraction. Now here, the light rays coming from a distant object appears to be coming from the image of the object inside the ground. This is called a mirage. Now जो मैं आप लोग को बोल रही थी पानी दिखाई दे रहा है, बट एक्चुअली वो पानी ऐसा लगता है कि पानी है ना, डेजर्ट के सरफेस हम लोग को लग रहा है कि पानी है, बट व्हेन यू गो नियर इट यू विल नॉट सी वाटर ओवर देयर. Now that is what is mirage that I'm talking about. The light rays which are coming from a distant object, जो वहां पर पहाड़ है, जो पत्थर है, जो भी है, ठीक है, वहां से जब वो लाइट रेज आती है, दे अपियर टू बी कमिंग फ्रॉम द इमेज ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट इनसाइड द ग्राउंड. क्या होता है, ये जब लाइट पड़ रही है, ये ऑब्जेक्ट की इमेज हम लोगों की आंखों में पड़ती है, फॉर्म हो रही है, बट बिकॉज ऑफ रिफ्रैक्शन ऑफ लाइट what happens is the image is formed on the surface of the ground. ओके, हम लोगों को ऐसा लग रहा है कि ये जमीन के अंदर दिखाई दे रहा है हम लोगों को, और वो ही इमेराज है. एक्चुअली में वहां पर कुछ नहीं होता है, वो हम लोग जब नजदीक जाते हैं तो हम लोग को नॉर्मल डेजर्ट ही दिखता है या नॉर्मल जमीन ही दिखाई देती है. इट इज जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ द रिफ्रैक्शन. In the second example, the direction of light rays coming from object beyond the holy fire changes due to changing refractive index above the fire. ठीक है, अगेन रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स की वजह से हम लोग को ऐसा दिखाई दे रहा है. Thus the object appears to be moving. इसीलिए हम लोग को लगता है कि जो लोग वो साइड खड़े वो थोड़ा हल्का हल्का मूव होते हुए दिखाई देते हैं हम लोगों को. Now here a very simple explanation here. When you are looking when you are looking onto the surface of the ground, you find that there is water, puddle of water. It is actually a reflection of sky that you see on the ground. Okay, it could be the reflection of the cloud or the sky or the tree also. Sometimes हम लोगों को ऐसा लगता है कि वो पानी है, but actually it is not water, it is a reflection of the object which is far away from us, okay, which is falling onto the surface of the ground, but because of the refraction we assume that it is water, कि वहां पर कुछ रखा हुआ है, ठीक है, वो डायरेक्टली हम लोग को वो ऑब्जेक्ट हम लोगों को दिखाई नहीं देता है. So here you can see direct sight to sky, light ray from the sky. You can see that is the hot air which is showing you the red portion that is shown. That is the hot air, and the cooler is above that. And because of which there is refraction of light, and the जो image है वो हम लोगों को जमीन पे दिखाई देती है उसकी. Now let's understand about a very interesting topic is why do stars twinkle? Have you ever wondered when you look into the sky, we all love staring at the stars, right? हम लोग सबको पसंद है stars को देखना, observe करना. But हम लोगों ने कभी सोचा है ये stars ये जो twinkle करते हैं ये क्यों करते हैं? Now the answer is again refraction. Again a very interesting topic related to the topic that we're doing today, that is atmospheric refraction. Let's understand what exactly happens because of which we see that the stars are twinkling up in the sky. Now, the effect of atmospheric condition on refraction of light can be seen in the twinkling of the stars as well. Stars are self-luminous. हम लोग को पता है कि stars have their own light. and it can be seen at night in the absence of sunlight. They appear to be point sources because of their being at a very large distance from us. As the density of air increases with lowering height above the surface of the air of the earth, the refractive index also increases. Okay, we have learned about refractive index कि जैसे मीडियम होता है, अलग अलग मीडियम है, अलग तरीके की लाइट है, तो उससे ये जो डायरेक्शन है हमारी लाइट का वो चेंज हो सकता है. एंड वी ऑल नो दैट हमारा जो एटमॉस्फेयर है, हमारे अर्थ और स्टार्स के बीच में बहुत सारे लेयर्स आते हैं. Right, we have learned about that there is stratosphere, troposphere, mesosphere, so many layers. Atmosphere, we have learned about so many layers that are there above the surface of the earth. And when the light is passing through each of them, each of the layers, हर एक लेयर का एक अलग रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स होता है. ठीक है, उसके वजह से हम लोगों को ऐसा लगता है कि ये लाइट थोड़ी टेढ़ी मेढ़ी होते हुए आती है हमारे तक, और हम लोगों को लगता है कि ये लाइट, ये जो स्टार्स है, ये ट्विंकल हो रहे हैं, ये हिल रहे हैं. ठीक है. So the starlight coming towards us travels from rarer medium to denser medium and constantly bends towards the normal. Thus, this makes the stars appear to be higher in the sky as compared to its actual position. The stars are not very far, they are actually far. Okay, I know they are very far, but उनका जो actual position होता है ना, suppose in this picture it is very clearly shown कि star का actual position ये है, point A. But because of the bending of the light, you see that the star is on the other side. ठीक है. दूसरी तरफ हम लोगों को थोड़ा हटकर दिखाई देता है. जो स्टार हम लोग देख रहे हैं ना एक्चुअली हमारे आईज से, वो स्टार की एक्चुअल पोजीशन वो नहीं है, उसकी पोजीशन थोड़ी अलग है. ठीक है. ये क्यों हो रहा है? बिकॉज ऑफ रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स. बिकॉज द लाइट विच इज कमिंग फ्रॉम द स्टार्स टूवर्ड्स द अर्थ, it is passing through various levels, right, from the rarer medium to the denser medium, and it keeps on coming, and it keeps on bending here and there because of the different layers which are there, different mediums that are there. This makes the stars appear to be higher up in the sky, and we can see that they are twinkling. I think that they are twinkling. They are actually not twinkling, they are just giving out light. But ये layers की वजह से ये light जो refract होती है, उसकी वजह से हम लोगों को ये feeling आती है कि the stars are twinkling up in the sky. Now here in this picture is very clearly shown. See, why is the star twinkling? And the actual position of the star is very, it is slightly different from the place where you observe it. Okay, so when the star is emitting light, the light is traveling. It passes to the medium 3. Over there it bends. Then it comes into the medium 2. Again it bends. Then it comes in medium 1. Again it bends. And because of this bending here and there, you will find that the star की जो position actually वो हम लोग को पता ही नहीं चलती, because हम लोग को एक clear image form ही नहीं हो रहा है, हम लोग को लग रहा है कि star twinkle कर रहे हैं. ठीक है. So the apparent position of the star keeps changing a bit. This is because of the motion of atmospheric air and changing air density and temperature. Because of this, the refractive index of air keeps changing continuously. Because of this change, the position and the brightness of the star keeps changing continuously, and the stars appears to be twinkling. Okay, so it is very simple to understand the light from the star that is coming. It is passing through various layers of the Earth's atmosphere, and with moving pockets of clouds and warm air, you feel that the stars are twinkling. Okay, so with this, I hope it is very clear. Okay, why do you see that the stars are twinkling up in the sky? With the same concept, we will understand about the sunsets and the sunrise. We do not see twinkling of planets. This is because planets are much closer to us as compared to stars. They therefore do not appear as point sources but appear as a collection of point sources. Because of the change in atmospheric refractive index, the position as well as the brightness of individual point source change, but the average position and total average brightness remains unchanged and planets do not twinkle. Now, हमारे planet से you can actually see the planet Venus and Mars, okay? But you will not find that they are twinkling like the stars. Why? Planets are much near to us, and as we know, stars are much further away from us, and as they are further away, they appear to be twinkling. But when you talk about a planet, it is like a point source of light, and that is why it doesn't twinkle. Okay. By sunrise, we mean the appearance of the sun above the horizon, but when the sun is somewhat below the horizon, its light rays are able to reach us along a curved path due to their refraction through Earth's atmosphere. Thus, we see the sun even before it emerges above the horizon. Same thing happens at the time of sunset, and we keep seeing the sun for a short while even after it goes below the horizon. Now, horizon, हम लोगों ने here in this picture it is very clearly shown a straight line from the level of your feet, that is from the earth it is passing, and over when you're standing and you're looking at the sunset, हम लोगों को दिखता है कि sun set हो रहा है, but sun already set हो चुका रहता है, but still हम लोगों को appear करता है कि हम लोग उसे देख पा रहे हैं. Okay, that is because of refraction. Same thing happens for sunrise also. Okay, so it is a very simple thing that we see every day, but we did not know कि ये क्यों हो रहा था. It is all because of refraction of light. The last topic that we have is dispersion of light. Now, dispersion of light is very important to understand. If you hold a plastic scale in your compass in front of your eyes and see through it while turning it slowly, you will see light rays divided into different colors. These colors appear in the following order: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. यही order में हम लोग को वो lights निकलती दिखाई देती है. You know that the light is electromagnetic radiation, right? Wavelength is an important property of radiation. The wavelength of radiation to which our eyes are sensitive is between 400 to 700 nanometers. In this interval, radiation of different wavelengths appears to have different colors mentioned above. The red light has maximum wavelength, that is close to 700 nanometers, while violet has the smallest wavelength, close to 400. Remember that 1 nanometer is equal to 10 raised to minus 9 meters. Okay, so you have to remember this also. Dispersion of light means जब हमारी एक normal सी light, white light जो हम लोग को दिखाई दे रही है, अगर ये glass के through जब pass होती है तो ये different lights में disperse हो जाती है. Okay, into lights, various colors, that is in violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. And our eyes are capable of picking up only certain colors of particular wavelengths. Okay, so that wavelength varies from 400 to 700 nanometers. In vacuum, the velocity of light rays of all frequencies is the same. Vacuum मतलब जहाँ पर कुछ भी surface नहीं है, कोई atmosphere नहीं है, कुछ भी नहीं है. But the velocity of light in a medium depends on the frequency of light, and thus different colors travel with different velocity. ठीक है, हर कलर का एक अपना ही अलग वेवलेंथ है, तो इसीलिए उसकी एक अलग तरीके की वेलोसिटी होगी जब वो पास करेगा कोई मीडियम से. Therefore, the refractive index of a medium is different for different colors. Thus, even when white light enters a single medium like glass, the angles of refraction are different for different colors. So, when the white light coming from the sun through air enters any refractive medium, it emerges as a spectrum of 7 colors. Okay, so when you see a white light entering into a glass surface, you will see that there is a spectrum of 7 colors which are coming out from it. Okay, now when your schools reopen, you can actually perform this experiment and see it for yourself. And if not, you can see it over here on the screen with this image where the white light is coming and falling onto the glass prism, and with this prism it is dispersing the light into 7 different colors. The process of separation of light into its component colors while passing through a medium is called dispersion of light. Okay, so when the white light is coming and falling onto the glass prism, it is splitting the light into its component colors. मतलब ये जो लाइट जिससे बनी है ना, वो लाइट्स को, वो वाइट लाइट फिर से उन्हें उस तरीके की लाइट्स में, कलर्स में छोड़ देता है. So that is called as dispersion of light. The splitting of white light into its constituent color is called dispersion of light. Sir Isaac Newton was the first person to use a glass prism to obtain sun spectrum. When white light is incident on the prism, different colors bend through different angles. Among the 7 colors, red bends the least. सबसे कम red color bend होता है. While violet bends the most. The 7 colors emerge along different paths and get separated, and we can get a spectrum of 7 different colors. Okay. So with this, I hope dispersion of light is also clear. Now a very interesting concept that we have is rainbow. Now rainbow is a beautiful natural phenomenon. Everybody must have seen it. It is a combined effect of a number of natural processes. It is a combined effect of dispersion, refraction, and total internal reflection of light. It can be seen mainly after a rainfall. Small droplets of water act as small prisms. When the light rays from the sun enters these droplets, it gets refracted and dispersed. जैसे ही ये लाइट रेज, सन की लाइट रेज इसके अंदर घुस पड़ती है, वैसे ये लाइट रेज रिफ्रैक्ट होती है और डिस्पर्स हो जाती है. डिस्पर्स होना मतलब अभी ये व्हाइट लाइट से ये डिफरेंट कलर्स में डिस्पर्स हो जाएगी. Then there is internal reflection as shown in the figure, and after that once again the light gets refracted while coming out of the droplet. All these 3 processes together produce the rainbow. Okay, so I hope this is also clear how rainbow is formed.
If you liked our session, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel so that you can share and view the videos that we had today for you. And please do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you remain updated with all the latest videos that we'll be making for our dear students. This session was quite useful to you. In the next coming period, we'll learn something new and interesting. Till then, thank you.